Hi guys and welcome to today's video. Now today I have to share with you all of my shopping from yesterday. So I went pretty much all over. I shopped in like 3 different cities and I am absolutely exhausted because this was all done via train and walking and buses and but I got loads of stuff that I want to share with you. The majority of my haul is from Primark, as you can see. Super big bag and it's a bit battered from the journey. I also have stuff from River Island, K Maxx, I went in Boots, and I have a few other holiday bits that I picked up. So if we start off with the stuff I got from Primark, I've pretty much been collating things or been looking for holiday wear for the past month, maybe 2. I go on holiday on the 22nd of June and so it's very close, and so I am doing a bit of like a mad shop, which is pretty much what happened yesterday. But I'll start off with the Primark stuff, and as always I'll talk you through everything that I bought and then I'll do like a bit of trying at the end so you can see what it looks like on. The first thing that I picked up were these pair of shorts, which I thought, I mean, they didn't have hanger appeal to me. I was a bit like, but they're dead lightweight and like floaty, and so I figured even if I don't love them, they're going to be nice and cool, so I'm going to be comfortable on holiday. Now these have a super stretchy waist, which is what I love because I'm going all inclusive and I intend to make use of it. These I got in a size 12 and were only £5. Now when I say they didn't have hanger appeal, I was a bit like iffy about them to begin with, but I took them into the changing rooms anyway, and originally I didn't like them when I very first put them on, and then I sort of thought about it a bit and thought, you know, actually it is kind of nice. I was unsure because it's very puffy. There's a lot of fabric and it's a little bit stiff, so it does tend to like go outwards at your hips, which isn't always what you want, to be honest, when you're kind of heavy bottomed anyway. But I actually kind of like it because it makes it look like a skirt rather than shorts, and so it does look a lot more feminine, so to say, than a pair of shorts. But it is, as I said, really lightweight. It's quite thin material. I also thought with them being so stretchy and sort of essentially baggy, because that is how much room you've got at your thigh, like there's a lot there, that for the beach and stuff it'd be easy to just whip on and off kind of thing if you want to go in the sea or sunbathe or whatever. Yeah, I thought for £5 these are really good, and they do look nice. The next ones are yet another pair of shorts. I did go with the intention of not buying any, but I saw these as well, and I was like, yes, I love them because they're white and they're all crocheted at the hem and they're just pretty. And I think the only time you can really get away with like white clothes is on holiday, because I don't think it's ever really that hot enough in the UK to wear white. And the fact that I'm so pale, I do try and stick away from wearing white stuff because I think it does just wash me out massively. Again, really lightweight, really airy, so they're not going to be too hot on holiday. And they're nice and feminine too because they've got this bit down the front and the hem. I'm always quite like conscious of my thighs on holiday, because I'm aware of like the cellulite and stuff that's there, and so if I can make the tops of my thighs look pretty with a nice hem, I absolutely will. But again, this has got a stretchy waist. I got these in a size 12 and these were £6, and I just thought it was so worth it because they're just going to go with everything, aren't they? But yeah, I got these. They're quite similar to the khaki ones I got last time, if you remember, but these are definitely way better. The next thing I picked up was this. This I believe is like a makeup bag, but I thought it was pretty cool. Now I don't love the design on it, to be honest. There were prettier ones, but the actual design and the size of it was exactly what I was looking for, so I went for it. So this is only £5, and it's great because not only does it have like the handle on it, but it also has like a double zip, so you can put a load of stuff in here and a load of stuff in here and they won't touch. And so what I was thinking was either makeup, makeup brushes, or makeup in one side and then hair stuff in the other, and it's all just going to keep nice and together in my suitcase. It's not going to be rolling around. At the minute I have loads of like little versions of this where often a lot of stuff doesn't actually fit in there, so I figured if I could just have it all in one confined, organised space, that would be so much better. But yeah, it's like a fake leather with a black and white design on there, On the top we've got the 2 zips, and then on the back it's just plain black. But for a £5, and for the sake of keeping everything together and neat and less chance of it getting damaged, I thought this was a brilliant find. Next I have some of the cotton pads. Not very exciting, but these are actually for the dogs. I have to because I have English bulldogs. Well, for Bruno more so than Darcy, because she doesn't have the nose rope or the nose roll. Basically they have a roll of skin over their nose that you have to clean underneath, otherwise it can get all icky. And yeah, so we end up having to use a load of cotton pads every day. And yeah, these are only 50p, so I thought I may as well get them while they're there. I also picked up a couple of toothbrush holders. These were only £1, so I'm going to have the pink one, and I will give the plain one to Dan, because I'm a good girlfriend. But yeah, just saves your toothbrush getting all nasty. I do need to buy a new one actually, but I completely forgot when I was there. I also picked up a pack of tissues. I was just kind of thinking like, maybe we might need them on holiday, and they're small enough because they're only very, very thin to fit in like handbags or whatever. These were 50p and you get a pack of 4, but who knows, I might need them. Next, I genuinely just spent a load of money on knickers and thongs, because my issue last year with holiday is I took so many white clothes and I didn't have that many white pairs of knickers or thongs, and so either you could see what I was wearing underneath the white stuff, which isn't very nice, or I didn't wear knickers at all. Now I went to Fuerteventura this one time, and I wore this really quite it wasn't sheer, but it was a white skirt, and so you could see any underwear underneath it. Now I'd ran out of white thongs, and so I was like, we'll be fine, let's just not wear knickers. However, Fuerteventura is the windiest fucking place I've ever been to in my life. And long story short, I ended up holding my skirt down all day, and the one time that I didn't, I was stood in front of a packed McDonald's window. The wind just went whoosh, so I flashed everyone my vagina and my arsehole pretty much. So I didn't want to make that same mistake this year, so I picked up 2 packs of their white thongs. These are £2.50 for 3, so I've got 6. So that should be plenty. I do have some that I can take with me anyway that I already own. I also picked up some black thongs. These again, £2.50, exactly the same design, except these are like lacy, which I thought might be a little bit uncomfortable, but these are more of like a soft fabric, so I thought that would be nice. And then I think I've bought this pair of thongs like 3 times, each in different colours. This is the first time I saw these. So I just think they're gorgeous, like they're sexy, and they're going to go with like loads. I think even if you've got like a kind of a shitty bra, if you pair it with a nice pair of knickers, it's going to look nice, isn't it, anyway? So yeah, I have a 3-pack of thongs. These are £5. We have a lilac on the back. I liked these the most. We have black, and then in the middle, I don't really like these, but I kind of figured they would come in handy because they're almost nude. They're a bit darker than nude, but I figured if I'm having to wear light stuff around summertime, again, they're going to come in handy. We're down to the last few things from Primark now. I actually thought I bought more, but I took loads and loads of stuff in the changing rooms to try on. And I think I'd filled my basket with exactly the same stuff, but different sizes. And so after I'd taken everything out that I didn't like or didn't fit properly, I don't think I was actually left with much. A lot of the stuff that I wanted, like, didn't have my size, which was a bit annoying. But the other thing I got, and the last piece of clothing from Primark, was this little, very little top. This is in a size 10, and this is only £2.50. I just thought, do you know what, it'll be nice and airy, and hopefully it's gonna go, yeah, well, it'll go around. They literally only had this in black. If they had it in like an array of colours, I would definitely have bought loads of them, because I just think, again, they're going to come in handy, especially with like high-waisted shorts, which is what I tend to live in anyway. The last 2 things that I have to show you from Primark is I got a little Vaseline. I never ever ever buy Vaseline, and this isn't for my lips. Because I have chunky thighs, I have issues with them rubbing together in the hot weather, which then causes chafing, which hurts like a motherfucker if you've ever experienced it. honestly, it can completely ruin your holiday if you're suffering with it. Now someone said to me try Vaseline, so I'm gonna try it, and I thought I'd just get a little one to pop in my like bag, so when I'm out and about in the day I can quite awkwardly just lather myself up with Vaseline, which isn't gonna look weird in the slightest. But yeah, I got that, so we'll see if that works. I also picked up this, which I thought was quite interesting. This is a Sun Protect Hair and Scalp Protector Spray, which I thought was quite good. This was £2.50. I'm not overly confident in it, to be honest, but I did actually burn my scalp last year, which I've never experienced before. I suppose you don't really think about it. It's 30 SPF. It says it's water resistant, non-greasy and easily absorbed. Now I have visions of putting this on and my hair just being like grease ball, but it says it's non-greasy, so we'll see. And this says shake well before use, apply generously 15 minutes prior to sun exposure, reapply every 1 to 2 hours, always after perspiring, swimming, sports and toweling. I thought I'd give it a go. If it saves having my scalp burned to bits and I don't have to put sun cream in my hair, then we'll see. I am quite conscious that my suitcase is getting very, very heavy. I literally, for 14 days, only have 20 kilograms of baggage allowance and then 5 kilograms in my hand luggage, which is just appalling. And that's with us having paid extra. Otherwise we would have 15 kilograms for 2 weeks. But yeah, insane. So I'm quite cautious of how much I'm actually buying and taking with me. But anyway, all of that Primark stuff cost me £36.30p. The next thing I got is from River Island and I am in love with it. So for ages I've been trying to find like a pretty bag that I can use as my hand luggage. I don't want to take like a mini suitcase or a rucksack or anything like that as my hand luggage, because when I get there I want to be able to use that bag instead of having to put it in my suitcase and then getting it out when I get there. So I like to have a reasonably sized handbag to take on holiday that's secure, that I can fit like towels and sun cream and whatever in if need be, and it'd just be practical. And I normally like to get mine from Accessorize, however I just don't like them this year, and I didn't like them last year. The bag I got from there the year before I absolutely love, and it's just not lasted because it was like a canvas bag. So I've been looking again and I thought, you know what, I don't really want to spend much on it. I want to spend like 20 quid, but I kept looking everywhere and I just didn't like stuff. So I thought, okay, my favourite place for bags is River Island. Let's go and see what they've got, and it will probably last you longer anyway. So lo and behold, I saw this and it is divine. So this is my new bag. This I got from River Island. So it's like a cream with gold detailing. It's got this thing on the front which does absolutely nothing, but never mind. On the sides then we have got little metal chains with fake padlocks that have the little River Island logo. On the back it's just plain, and then same again on the other side, and it's just lovely. It just screams, to me this screams holiday. We've got like the laser cut effect on the front, and because of the colour it's going to go with absolutely everything that I wear. It's a nice length in terms of like where it comes down to. It's a good enough size. Can you tell, like, I really like it. And then in terms of the fastening, it's just got like a magnet at the top, and then inside you've kind of got the option to use this, which is like a canvas zip up pouch almost, that has a white lining with a little River Island label in the middle. This is attached to the bag, which you can unattach, but I think I would keep it in there because I would put like my money and stuff in there. This, I figured I'm okay to spend a bit more than I normally would on, say, hand luggage or a holiday bag, but I really do think it's going to last. Now this cost me £35, but I just love it, I really do. Next is from K Maxx. Now I picked up another bag quite a while ago, but I've not got around to actually using it yet, so it's still like got the tags on and everything. But I saw this little backpack, which is the cutest thing. Look how diddy that is, smaller than my head. It's so cute. It's got like the zip pouch at the front and it's got the studs. I love studded stuff anyway. And then we've got the main compartment in the middle, which is big enough to fit like your purse and whatever in. To be honest, I only ever take my purse, my keys and my phone, so it's big enough for that. It's got a big kind of carry handle if you wanted to carry it weird. And then you've got the kind of backpack straps as well, and then you've got a spare strap in here if you wanted to make it like one long strap, so presumably you could wear it on your hip, which would look weird. This I just think is gorgeous. I was just having a mooch in K Maxx's clearance area, and as you know, more often than not it's just full of shit. But I saw this and I thought, ooh, has someone put this in the wrong place, or is it missing a strap, or what? What's wrong with this? But I looked and it was only £13 in the sale, in the clearance. Now the reason I haven't actually used this yet is because the straps on the back are almost too long for what, like where it should sit on your back, if that makes sense. So for me, I would want it to sit about there, but we've got this much extra in sort of whatever this is called. Basically too much, and this is already at like the shortest setting it can go, so I somehow either need to sew it, cut it and sew it so it's shorter. I've looked at ways to like shorten backpack straps without actually having to cut or damage it, but we'll see. If anyone has any ideas, let me know, because I really want to use it, but it just hangs too low. It's almost like my back is here and it hangs off like that because there's too much strap. But yeah, for £13 again, and I will get around to using it just as soon as I can sort the straps out. Another thing I've desperately tried to get a hold of is beach towels. Now I know that sounds ridiculous because you honestly see them everywhere, but I like mine quite specific, because a lot of the ones that you see in Primark or anywhere really are quite thick, and because my baggage allowance is so low, I need to keep my beach towels really, really thin. So I finally managed to find some yesterday. So the first one I have is from Asda, and as you can see it was only £5, and this is the design of it. So it's just a sky blue with a load of ice lollies on, which I think is quite fun, and it's nice and thin. If you look here, you really can see sort of how paper thin it is, which is brilliant because weight wise it's hardly going to weigh anything. So the next one I got was this, which I don't love it, but I'm getting a bit desperate for towels. This was from Homebargains. This was £5.99, and I actually prefer the Asda one more, which was cheaper, but never mind. It's quite funky. It's got a load of multicoloured pineapples on it, and it's happy, and it's a holiday type of pattern, so it will do. The last few things I have to share with you then are things I got from like Homebargains and Boots. It's pretty much just toiletries to take away with me. So I was originally going to pay for like the small travel size shampoo, conditioner, stuff like that. And as I was looking at it, I was just thinking, gosh, this is such an expensive way to do it. So I found these little travel bottles that you can fill up yourself. So I obviously always have shampoo and conditioner in the massive bottles here. So I'm just gonna squeeze them into these and make do. These were 79p each from Homebargains. So I got 2 packs, and then maybe if Dan wants one, he can have one. But I got those. I thought those would come in handy. I forgot I got these. I picked up 2 toothbrushes. Dan can have one if he wants. There's a blue one to go in his little toothbrush holder thing. I feel like I've shopped for both of us yesterday. I also picked up another toothbrush because this I saw advertised and I thought was pretty cool. This isn't for holiday, this is just for me. Basically, as well as the toothbrush, you get like a little whitening pen. So you clean your teeth first and then you use the pen to whiten your teeth, which I thought was just cool. This was like £12 from Boots. The last 3 things I have then are from Boots. So I picked up a little travel size version of my Tresemme Heat Defense Spray. This will last, and it's such a godsend on holiday especially. And it's nice and little, so it's not going to weigh too much either. I got that. I got a little deodorant. This is the deodorant that I use, but I figured I'm gonna be a sweaty Betty on holiday, so I can just put this in my bag, and I don't think it's gonna last very long, but who knows, I'll take that. And then I got a little shaving gel because I'm not actually gonna need much, am I, for the 2 weeks, but I think this will be enough. And yeah, that concludes everything that I got. So what I'll do is I'll try on the few things that I actually bought yesterday, and hopefully you like them. I'm now that one bit closer to holiday, thankfully, and yeah, I'm so excited to go. But that concludes everything. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget, links to my Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat and everything else is down below, so if you want to come over and follow me, that would be awesome. Apart from that, I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!